While on a weekend trip in Riga, Latvia, me and my mate Josh took out a hire car into the countryside in search of some Soviet history. I never intended to make a full-blown video out of this, but I filmed a lot of our urban exploration on my phone that day, and I put some of it together to show you what we found. Latvia was heavily militarised following its occupation by the Soviet Union during World War II, and most of these sites weren't vacated by the military until the 90s or 2000s, so a lot of them are still there today.
In deepest Latvia, looking
for Soviet bases.
remnants of the Soviet Union.
There's another car park.
A lot of dumping going on. Look at this. This one looks a bit more worse for wear.
Roofs, flooring.
I don't really know what this place was. There is up towards in the coast up there, there's a couple artillery batteries. So it might have just been part of naval fortifications or whatever. We're right next to the Dalga River. So.
Cool that it's glass
Another building, this one looks a bit odd.
This just actually looks like a vehicle service.
Yeah. I think some more people have turned up down there.
I assume this is quite a common attraction.
Yeah. Nikola Tesla there, I think.
Yeah.
Famous Serbian, not Latvian.
Yeah.
Only a few thousand miles off. SpongeBob there. So this one's way more compartmentalised compared to the other two buildings. The other two buildings were just, you know, empty sort of warehouses. This one's got a bit more to it.
I don't know if they're recent or not.
It might be recent, they're in pretty good nick, but that must have been some kind of furnace tower. Hole in the roof. Big tower here. Also got this weird bit up here as well. that just.
Yeah, I don't know what would be up there.
Yeah. Maybe some kind of engine or plant room over here. See, the last warehouse, this one's got tracks down the middle. For some kind of. I mean, they look like railway tracks, sort of narrow gauge. They're definitely rails. And this one matches the pattern of the other two of just having big empty space with a big door in the middle. It's the cleanest one so far. Onwards to the next base, there's an artillery bunker up the road. No idea what this was. Yeah, we've noticed that the river's actually flowing the wrong way. The sea's out that way, Riga's back that way. And it's flowing inwards, not outwards towards the sea. Hidden in sort of fake mountain, fake hill. Old Soviet bunkers lining the coast, which is just over there. Yeah, I guess what was once a series of fortifications along the coast, basically all been blocked up, cemented over, or yeah, just allowed to sit here. I think these are actually pre-Soviet. Mate, even in the middle of the Latvian forest, you get yourself a little coffee in the fucking just a coffee machine. There you go. Found another Soviet era relic in the forest, about a kilometre away from forts. This place is absolutely huge. Goes all the way down there. I don't know if that's just where you are, but look above your head. Are they icicles?
Fucking hell.
Or are they fucking stalagmites or something? You know the things you get in caves?
No, they're icicles. There's a staircase here.
There's some weird looking things for me.
Staircase.
So yeah, the staircase is up to the actual bunker. They have blocks off on either side. This place, it just keeps going and going and going. You can't really see that on video. Very, very long corridor. There really is absolutely nothing here. It's been stripped of any and all metal, electricals, signage. It's just one long corridor of the same room over and over and over again. Well, we found a room that's in better nick than the others. Bit of blue paint.
No signage.
But they clearly had a bit of style, the Soviets.
There is another window. But it's actually got a door this time.
Yeah, one of the main entrances. We found one of them. Found another entrance halfway down the corridor. We can go right where we've just been. We can keep going left and see more of the same. Desperately hoping for something different to come up. Through the trees, we found another fortification of sorts. Just desperately trying not to fall over. I'm finding some way to get over there. See, look, he's falling over. Fucking hell.
You going first?
We'll go onwards.
Oh. And then your fucking Labrador friend is running.
Holy shit. That goes quite far down. Looks a little bit claustrophobic for my liking. Right, he went round the other way. there's a more accessible way through. Quite bizarre. The floor is just covered in sand. I believe this area was also part of the same Mangaļsalas fortifications we've just been exploring. Thankfully, I'm a short arse, so I can just about crouch over. Back round again.
Oh, it comes in. Oh, that's supposed to be a corridor.
Yeah. And we're back to the way we came in. It's a very bizarre building. This is the most, probably the grandest of all the fortifications that they've got here. And it just doesn't really seem to go anywhere. There's no obvious spots where guns could have gone or whatever. No obvious crew quarters. It's just kind of here.
Next we hit up Mezgarciems, which was not too far away, a settlement founded by the Soviet Army Air Defence Unit in the 1960s. The base was vacated in 1993, and recently there's been plans to actually redevelop the whole site, so there was no better time to go and have a look.
Completely empty now, obviously. All the buildings down there.
I don't know, mate, you could have a proper game of football in it.
Oh yeah. I reckon they used to have some sick village parties in it. Birthdays, christenings, the lot. Maybe the odd bingo night. Bit bingo night. SSR. And these were set up when it was back when it was a military base. Propaganda tiles, sort of
Trying to work out the story.
commemorate the regime. Latvia was very, very heavily militarised by the Soviets. There should be some aircraft hangars nearby. This used to be an anti-air defence base, abandoned in '93. Opened back up again 2019, I believe. The plaque over there tells us about it, calls it the Labyrinth of Deceit. So we found something down there in the snow. Been wandering around like fucking idiots for a bit. We might have found what was either a bunker or some hangars. Haven't found the hangars yet, but we might have found the bunker. Snow's quite deep here as well, so my 110s are fucked. I'll meet you in the summer.
I'll meet you in the summer.
It's just random concrete sort of sarcophagus, really. Oh no! I mean, they look like hangars, but they look a little bit small to be hangars. Maybe just garages. But pretty cool.
I remember a rave in that.
Yeah, a little squat rave in there. Mate. It's probably happened. Who knows? Seems lots of people have been exploring these sites over the years. Dana, Lena, Sasha, Ilya, Katya. Back in 2015 they came here. All of these are basically identical and completely empty. Bit of a sketchy walk down.
No, it's not too bad. These are mostly intact.
So I believe this structure is underneath the two bunkers we were in before. We're slightly beneath them right now. Venus, nice.
There's your mural.
There's our mural. So that is the flag of the Latvian SSR. 40 let means 40 years. Na straže Bozdušnik Rubečni Gorod Rigi. So Goroda Rigi, I think, means city of Riga. I believe, this base was active till 1993. This might have been put up in the 80s, 40 years after the Second World War. I believe it's referencing, just based on context, probably the liberation of Riga from German forces during the Second World War. So this would have been early to mid 80s. This was put up. There's much more graffiti as we continue. Not Soviet graffiti, of course.
I don't know. I reckon Soviets like dicks a lot.
I'll be honest, a lot of it is creeping me out slightly. Like that one, I'm not a fan. People just like to draw obscene shit. Some lovely graphics of Riga. I think this is actual wallpaper. We found some tiles. Oh, it's nice. A lot of these buildings, while pretty horrible from the outside, were always really nicely decorated on the inside.
There's a toilet.
Yeah, it looks like we're in some kind of bathroom toilet. 1987. Well, that's the closest thing we found to any actual remains.
Yeah.
Apart from walls, we haven't found any furniture, any old technology, anything at all really. So that broken toilet is the closest we've got. It's quite a nice colourful place this. Not quite sure what it was for, but there's almost no clues. It's just been completely left. Entirely stripped out, nothing here at all, no signage, no nothing. And here we've found what must have been a chimney. Comes into this small bit here, and then this bit is pretty small. I'm 5'6", I've only got about that much room above my head.
I'm gonna fucking neck it. Doing some pipes along the ceiling.
They really have stripped absolutely everything out. There's no, that's all the cabling we've got. A lot of the cabling in a lot of these places was all external, so it would have been pretty easy to rip out and take away.